Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Catherine. For those that do not know me yet, I'm here again with another video. This is actually my second video on my channel. For those that maybe have not watched the first my first video, it was about my infertility journey. Actually, that was my testimonial video. And thank you for the support. For those that have watched the video, I'm glad that some of you related to my story. And yeah, it served the purpose. You know, I wanted it to be heard. Like it was my testimonial video. So nilikuwa definitely nataka kila mtu, watu wengi wasikize that story. So for those that have not watched, please just go and watch the video. It is a very interesting video. It is close to my heart. Yeah, and from the video I got some few questions, and majority were on this PCOS. What is PCOS? How did I know that I had PCOS, the symptoms that I had, and yes, hence the video today. So I'm just going to pick some few questions. I wrote them down, so I'm just going to read as I try to respond to them. Disclaimer: I'm not a medic, I'm not a gynecologist, so I'm just going to share my experiences, what I knew, what I know, and that's it. So the first question was, what is PCOS? The first time I heard about PCOS, actually the first time I knew about PCOS, I was on Google. I was Googling about causes of infertility. So that is when I came across PCOS, the word PCOS. PCOS basically means polycystic ovarian syndrome. Polycystic ovarian syndrome. Ni like the ovary iko na some cysts. Ovary iko na cysts. So what causes PCOS? It's unknown. At least for yani the gynecologist wenye nilikuwa na interact now walikuwa wananiambia hawajui. Yani it's not known. Okay, sorry for my wrong choice of word. So it's not known. Is it treatable? No, but the symptoms can be managed. Yeah, that is what I know or what I was told. So someone asked, when and how did I know that how did I find out that I had PCOS? So when it was about yes, nilitembea. So I went to the after trying to get pregnant for a long time, after trying different ways. I used these monthly family planning, the pills. I used it to regulate my hormones so that maybe I can get pregnant. It didn't work. I used fertility pills. I think nilitumia mbili, the clomiphene, and the other one nimesahau. Then another thing that maybe I used hormonal drugs, metformin, I think. Yes, and when they all failed, when everything failed, now I had to go to the gynecologist. That was 2019. Kama itaonekana, this is the date. Sijui kama itaonekana. 2019, yeah. So 2019 nilienda for the gynecologist, and then I was told to I was advised to do an ultrasound. So when nilienda for an ultrasound, that is pelvic ultrasound. That is when I was diagnosed with the polycystic ovarian syndrome. So it stated kuna part ilikuwa imeandikwa both ovaries shows multiple peripherally located sub-centimeter follicles, like zilikuwa na hizo two clots like cysts. Yeah, that is when I was diagnosed with that is 2019 18th of May. And I tell you, after I received the result, nilirudi nyumbani, and I remember we were not in good terms with my hubby, and I was at fault. Mimi ndo nilikosa kabisa. So actually when nilifika home, I was crying. Nilikuwa nalia because now I thought my world iliisha tu hivyo, because ilikuwa the worst news at that time, because with PCOS I was told that it can take time for you to get pregnant, and that is something that I didn't want to hear. It was the last thing ngeza niambia. So I remember I was crying. Thankfully Habi aliacha hiyo kukosana kando, and then aliniconsole. Yani alikuwa trying to make me feel better, even though he didn't understand anything about it, because I went behind his back. He didn't know that I was going for this test. Remember, all this time I was doing this alone. I didn't want anybody to know that I had issues with infertility. Yeah. To cut the long story short, tusiingilie story mingi, ama talker, I can talk. So let's cut this long story short. Yeah, so I was diagnosed with PCOS in 2019. And then how did you find out that you had PCOS? Yes, that is how I found out that I had PCOS. Then another important thing to note, okay, I'll come back to that point. Maybe the symptoms, the symptoms that I had. Okay, these were the symptoms that I had. Weight gain, irregular periods. Irregular periods. My periods could come, it could take long before maybe nikuwe na periods. Let's say we are talking about 50 days, we are talking about 60 days, we are talking about 3 months, we are talking about 2 months, and that is what made me even more frustrated, because unapata I missed my periods for about 3 months, and then yes, najua wow, now niko na ball. Kupima ama after, si niko 3 months sijapata periods, si now najua si niko na ball. Hata sitaki kupima because I don't want to get the bad news. I don't want to be sure, but najua tu niko na ball. Hata unajua when ukiweka kwa akili uko na ball, hata you are vomiting, you have uko na all the symptoms. So after maybe 3 months unapata uko na period. So what I struggle, the symptoms were regular periods, weight gain. I gained a lot of weight, and ndio maana by then nakwanga big. So it's not kupenda kwangu ama kusikia vizuri ama kukula sana, because with PCOS it's so, ukijaribu tu kukula tu kidogo ama sijui where the weight is coming from, but yeah, with PCOS there's weight gain. Sasa another symptoms was infertility, because due to those cysts prevent the egg to the ovary to release the egg, so inafanya you cannot get and with when the ovary is not releasing the egg, so out get pregnant. Yeah, so the another symptom was infertility. Another symptoms, I had bad cramping. Anytime that nilikuwa kwa period nilikuwa na cramps, ile serious, but I do not know if it's also a sign of PCOS, but I remember that I used to have a lot of pain during my menses, but after I gave birth, they squeeze any pain, but still I don't know, sijaenda kucheck if still I have PCOS, sijui, but it's not treatable, so sijui kama, but I have I'm still struggling with weight gain. Hata nijaribu aje ni ngumu ku shed off that weight, so I'm here to find out. Another symptoms that I had, there's I don't know if because nilikuanga into depression ama ilikuwa because I had your infertility thing was in my head, because I wasn't sleeping at night. So sijui kama it's one of the symptoms. I wasn't sleeping at all. Another thing is I almost developed, ilikuwa kidogo nipate hiyo type 2 diabetes. So actually I was given some medication, nimesahau tu jina yake ni gani, because insulin resistance na PCOS, ukiwa na PCOS zinaingiana tu, ni kazi zinaingiana. So at that particular time nilikuwa kwa medication ya hiyo type 2 diabetes. And then the last one, so hizo tu ndio symptoms nilikuwa nayo, but remember symptoms are different from vary from person to person, because there's a friend of mine hata si aja add weight, ni slim kabisa, but she had PCOS. So it's not just weight gain. So why did I rule out that sina PCOS? Because I had googled kila kitu about PCOS, but I was sure that sina PCOS. So, and that is why nilikuwa heartbroken sana venye nilikuwa naambiwa I had PCOS. So why did I rule it out? With PCOS, so I was googling about signs and symptoms of PCOS. Unakuwa naona acne, unakuwa na hizo pimples mingi, unakuwa na hair like maybe zina grow kwa face or something. So I didn't have that, because with PCOS you can develop more male hormones kushinda female hormones. So nilikuwa naona mi sina facial hairs, sina nini tena, sina facial hairs. What else? Nimesema nini hapo kwanza? Mbona ni rule out? Oh, another thing, mbona ni rule out, before I started trying to conceive, nilikuwa kwa family planning that I made fulani, nilikuwa natumia niko kwa family planning fulani, but I had googled the method that I was using. Ilikuwa like maybe after you come out of the plan, that maybe you're not using it anymore, it could take some time ndo ufanye nini periods zako come back to normal, ama nilikuwa nasikia it interferes with hormones. So nilikuwa najua the reason as to why my periods are irregular is because of your whatever family planning method that I was using. Yeah, so basically that's the video for today. I do not have much to say. What else can I add? There's something that I wanted to say but nimesahau. Niko tu nataka kuonyesha how I was excited when nilipata niko na ball. The first time I tested was on 16th. Unaona bado nimezieka, was on 16th. Nilifanya test ya kwanza ikaturn positive, nikafanya test ya pili ikaturn positive. Yani sikuwa na like na believe the first positive test, I don't know, sijui kama itaonekana, but it is positive. And then the second one, it's positive. So nikazieka hapa, ni memory tu, nikiziremember 16th of December 2019. And then siko bado sure, I did another test 22nd of December, and it was positive. Yeah, it was positive. Yes, that is the end of today's video. I hope you're going to love it. Now moving forward, tutakuwa tunafanya lots of videos about my life story. My intention is to inspire people, is to bring hope to the hopeless. And not just that, we are going to have some games, some fun, some nitakuwa na tag friends wangu. Yeah, so I think it's enough for today. See you on my next video. Bye bye. And please, now from my first video, yes, I can see a lot of you watched the video, but now unfortunately you're watching the video but you're not subscribing. Please, if you do watch this second video, can you please just do me a favor? After watching, please subscribe, now support. See you on my next video. Bye bye.